Hey, today I'm going to show you how to add fabric to an embroidery hoop. You'll see that my embroidery hoop is smaller than the size of fabric I've selected. This is almost too much fabric. This is just a scrap piece. One thing you will notice though is that this piece of fabric is larger than the hoop to ensure that there's plenty of fabric I can pull on throughout the project in order to keep the fabric tight and avoid wrinkles. You'll also notice the fabric is currently wrinkly. So before getting started with my project, I could use a steamer or an iron to remove some of those wrinkles. Now I'm going to take my embroidery hoop. You'll notice there are two pieces that make up the embroidery hoop. There's the outer piece, which has this hardware right here, and then there's the inner part of the hoop. This one is made out of wood. They sell these in different materials such as plastic as well. Now, I'm going to move this up here so you can see it easier. I am going to turn this to make it looser, and this is going to enable me to separate the hoop. If I want to make it tighter, I can turn this. It's going to tighten it. It's harder to remove, so I want to make this loose. I want to separate this into two pieces. I'm going to pop out the center, and now you can see I have two pieces. I'm going to take the center piece that has no hardware and I'm going to put it below the fabric. And then I'm going to take my top or my outer piece and I'm going to set it down around the inner piece. So there's fabric now separating the inner and outer piece of the hoop. I'm going to hold this up so you can see it better. I'm going to turn or rotate the hardware, twisting it away from me. If I were to turn it, it would be to the right. Sorry, you can see my cat now. I'm just going to continue to turn this to tighten it. Then I'm going to go all around and pull on the fabric. It's actually kind of getting some of those wrinkles out because the fabric is being pulled nice and tight. And then it's important that this excess fabric is not cut away. You could cut a teeny bit, but really I would recommend leaving this excess fabric because throughout the project, as you're consistently working, you're embroidering, this fabric will start to become loose again, and you'll want to consistently go around and continue to pull on the fabric to keep it nice and tight. And if this is all cut away, you won't have anything to pull on in order to keep it tight. So keep it nice and tight. And then after this has been removed from the hoop, when you're all done with the project, you could take your embroidery, for example, and this extra fabric would enable you to maybe fold it around the backing of like a picture frame, for example, to keep your embroidery project nice and tight. And that is how you can add fabric to an embroidery hoop. And here's Mr. Obi, my cat.